happy eclipse day. Everybody getting so worried about the eclipse, huh? I just like to lean into energy lately. Some days it's really hard and it's hard to accept changes and just the state of the world and what's going on. And I want you to know, no matter what you're watching or exposing yourself to, that whatever you're exposing yourself to has already existed, just in the shadows. So I've been trying to spread my prayer that these shadows coming to light for the masses to see is actually a good thing. Awareness is positivity, and destruction is a way of creation. I'm not in any way with those words justifying genocide. That's not what I mean. I mean that when you're faced with this knowledge of everything that's happening and beyond, these demonic presences like, cobalt mining and skin banks and just genocide and reading a story like I read this morning, about a woman in Palestine who was beheaded, but she was pregnant and they had to give birth to this dead woman. And it was just like, what's going on? And these extreme stories are so traumatic to your brain. And when they being the demonic entities in power right now, for now, when they try to send you those messages, they're trying to send your brain into a mental health spiral. And the high priestesses, the guys and the gals, hi Richard, the high priestesses, the guys and the gals that descend into Hades, go get their lover and bring them back to Earth, are being called on to look at what's going on with open eyes and open ears, but also an open heart, to change what you can, which is a lot. Affect your neighborhood, affect your family, affect your house, Start small and build citizenship that way. Get to know your neighbors, get to know your friends, okay? This time is a very odd time, and this eclipse energy is going to bring a big shift in how we achieve our dreams. And our dreams don't necessarily, I mean like literal dreaming, because if you're paying attention to your dreams, they all have a message. And I do dream interpretation. I'm a master of dreaming. And I've mastered my own dreaming enough to understand the whole cycle. Perhaps opening it back up to being able to dream again. For a while it was dangerous for that to happen, but we'll see. I just keep asking my angels and my guides for help with that. Moving forward for this reading, the Pisces eclipse, or the eclipse in Virgo under the Pisces North Node, lots of opposing energies. Anybody notice how it's been, yes, thank you for sharing that. Yes, absolutely. Anybody notice this energy of how polarizing it feels right now? I gotta do this stuff. I gotta do it. I gotta get it done. And then you don't want to. I'd rather sit around and dream. I'd rather sit around and daydream or watch my Netflix or, not participate. And that's going to get called out. Like, this is what the eclipse is going to call out. So I'm going to start with an all signs, and I'm going to do each sign what the eclipse is taking away, what it's bringing in, just like I normally do. Now, a solar eclipse, it's especially important to pay attention to what it's bringing in. If you read my description, I had a vision of Antarctica having like a country. And when I typed in Antarctica, a flag came up, and I was like, does Antarctica have a president? Do they have a government? How does this work? Like, it's not an established country, is it? So I just thought that maybe that would become an established place to live, and that the people there would teach us resilience and how to overcome a lot of. It would be a very resilient people, and they would teach us a lot of survival, but in the right ways. These are people seeking that kind of challenge out, and for some reason they want that, but hey, I live in Wisconsin. It's not a fun thing, so I don't know. Thank you, Michelle. You too. All right, so let's see about, we're going to start with Virgo. It's still your season. Happy birthday. I have an equinox tomorrow, so I'll be doing probably back tomorrow on here. In the evening, because in the daytime I'm on my YouTube channel, or not my YouTube, this is YouTube. On my Instagram channel, I'll be giving my weekly readings, which are more fun and light, sometimes they're not light, but these are more spiritual on my YouTube channel, so. A voodoo priestess once told me I'm Thoth reincarnated. What are your thoughts? I mean, it's your journey, I believe everybody, whatever they say. So if that's your journey, then live that journey and see if it's true. That would be a difficult thing to accomplish. Plus, I don't know if I don't utilize the Thoth deck. I don't really vibe with the Thoth teachings. So if that's where you land and that's what your teaching is and your healing journey, great. Well, thank you for the question. What is this? What are all these questions about? Thank you, Michelle, of course. Sure, Muhammad, sure. Muhammad Garnish. Can gods be reincarnated? I mean, I wouldn't want to call anybody a god on earth. I think that we all have sacred divinity within us. Everybody has it. So if we want to celebrate that, I would suggest that you stay humble. Okay. Thank you so much for your presence today. I really appreciate y'all. I have to get to the readings now. I'm going to start with Virgo. Happy birthday, Virgo. What time is it? 8:22. Oh my gosh, that was a long talk. Wow. Okay. I usually don't do that. Okay, Virgo, this is your solar eclipse in Virgo reading. Tomorrow's the equinox. I'll be back tomorrow in the evening on my channel if you want to check it out. The evening meaning Central Standard Time. Okay, this is for Virgo. What is the eclipse bringing in for Virgo? What is it taking away? First we're going to do taking away, then we're going to do what it's bringing in. We're going to focus on what it's bringing in more because we did an eclipse, a lunar eclipse of what it's taking away, and that's what it more focuses on. The lunar eclipse more focuses on energy leaving. All right, Virgo, here we go. Saint Michael, please protect Virgo. Virgin Mother, please intercede on Virgo's behalf. Love, blessing, and abundance abounds. All right. Yeah. Okay. Well, this is good energy to take away from you, Virgo, so far. I have the Two of Pentacles, the Three of Swords, the Queen of Cups reversed, and the Seven of Pentacles reversed, Six of Swords, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, the Six of Cups reversed, and the Six of Wands. Okay. So what it's taking, it's like three parts. This is a three-parter for you. What's taking away from you is this depression or anxiety over imbalance, because you like a clean you like to run a clean ship here. You like to run a solid line, you know what I mean? What it's taking away from you is this separation from your balancing, from your balance. It's taking away this it's a separation of church and state, they said. So inner church, inner state. So your inner your person that tells you what you should do, the angel and the demon, you know, the one on your shoulders, you know, and the one that speaks to you has you in a position, they said lockjaw, so has you in a position of not being able to speak. And I show that you're weaving from this place of not being able to choose or speak. And that's really hard for you because you think if I just like organize it or if I just clean it up, that I'll be able to fix it. And so that energy is making you depressed because you're not able to fix some things, you know? It's like, it's an acceptance energy. So I appreciate when that's energy of not being able to accept what you can't change is leaving. Okay, so you're calling in serenity, which I'm sure you'll get in your what's coming in energy. What also is leaving is this escapism. Oh, I don't have enough money. I could never do it. I don't have enough money. We don't have enough. There's always enough. Okay? So there's always enough that you are able to bring it in. Okay? Instead of escaping from it, you are able to call it in. And you haven't been, maybe you've been so practical that you've kind of run this gamut of 3D world, and you're like, well, I've done everything I can, why isn't it changing? And that frustration is what you're manifesting. It's like when you say you're frustrated, the universe says yes to everything, so it's saying yes, you're frustrated. And then when you're frustrated, you start to do escapism things. So some Virgos may have gone into a very wild pattern of addiction or a very wild pattern of escapism where they're just running away from problems, maybe not paying their bills, maybe, you know, they've created a mountain of debt, which is not like a Virgo to do. It's could be a shadow. So that's leaving. The escapism is escaping, okay? I also have that your energy of winning, maybe over your partner or your ex-partner, is leaving. So the ego of winning the argument is leaving. Okay, so that's just a basic having to have the last word, pointing fingers, proving your point. That's gonna be washed away. All right. That's what I got for that. And then coming in. So what's coming in for Virgo during this time? And think about this time, like for the next, I don't know how many months that is, 9 months? Until July of 2026. Because this is the flip. This is the coin toss, the other side, okay? So this eclipse is going to bring, I mean, there's going to be another eclipse season coming in, you know, March, I think. So it's going to keep pushing towards the edge of this lesson. The lunar nodes bring us these large lessons, right? I'm not saying right like I'm saying like, you know what I mean. Yeah. I'm not asking if you if you agree with me. All right, so what it's bringing in. Wow, how do you do that, Virgo? 2, 3, 4. Okay. This is an energy of protection, okay? So what it's bringing in hard is, this is mine, you can take it. Long as I know I have love, I can make it. That practicality of yours, DIY, I'll make dinner at home is like a poverty mindset that maybe it's time to, like, I don't know, like, spread your wealth a little bit. Maybe share it with a local restaurant, or make very, like, I think this is about making very mindful decisions about what to do with all that you have, about redistributing your personal wealth in a way that's like helping others and teaching others to avoid lessons. So some of you might be like a good job for a Virgo would be like financial advisor, or someone who helps people start saving their money, a credit counselor, or somebody who helps people budget. Because you can't start being, you might be a person that helps other people you might be a person who helps the disabled, or the people that are unable to be housed right now. You might have something to share, and so you share it. And you help people avoid death and chaos and catastrophes. Perhaps you're on a health kick and you share your journey, and it inspires other people to get their health back to a more stable place. But either way, your journey is, I feel like, it's about spreading. It's about coming out of your house and sharing all of this save us knowledge that you have, because you have a lot of knowledge to save others. You know what I mean? You've saved up. You've done your part most of the time. I don't know a poor Virgo. So this is about not saving up resentment, not saving up the I told you so's. This is about moving forward from a place of, well, I see your situation. I see my own situation. I don't know how you go from the 5 of Pentacles to the 9 of Pentacles. That's what I said in the beginning of pulling these cards. Is like, I don't know how you do that. But there's a leap. There's a leap of faith here that you're pulling in this beautiful shift. Okay? It's a beautiful shift of energy. I have no idea where it's coming from, but it could be a miracle, or it could be angelic, or it could be just your gods and goddesses supporting you, your guides telling you where to go and you actually doing it, your ancestors bringing you the people and the blessings that you need, the abundance that you need, and then your family and friends having that tight communal aspect, and you being kind of like the organizer of it, of course, because you would organize, right? But what's also coming in, which is very true, all this generosity I've been speaking about, it's also a very, like, Ace of Pentacles reversed, Ace of Pentacles reversed, 8 of Swords reversed. Forget about it. You got 10 Pentacles for yourself. Gives you the 9. I feel like you got it to share. So 10% going to forget about it. Generosity, pure generosity, right? I feel like that's what's coming in. But also, never overextending and never give to people who are shisty. One thing that I've discovered about generosity is when you give to people who already can you hear me? I hope that doesn't affect the reading. Well, I'll wait for somebody to come back on. When you give to people who are able, fully able, and you don't say no to people that already can do something, or can learn something, or can be trained, or could work, that are able-bodied, able-minded people. When you give to people that are like that, you are discovering this black hole of energy that You can't just be spreading that around. And I think that this is what it's bringing in for you, is like a mindful practice of generosity and sharing, but also also knowing when to turn off the water. You know what I mean? Like, you can't have the water running all the time, and you don't want a leaky faucet. So I feel like this is like energy of generosity. Yes, big generosity. I feel it very much so in your heart. But I also think that you are very discerning with who you're sharing with, because if you're sharing with people and you're not saying no to them, no is an act of love. And that means that if you're not saying no to somebody who's fully capable of working or learning how to work, or training and using their brain or their body to work, and you give them energy of money or a place to stay or whatever you're giving them, that it tells them that you don't trust them to do it themselves, even though they're fully capable. And I think that's your mindfulness here, is you're learning about when to stop pouring out the generous nature of yourself. Okay? That's what's coming in, as like a nice hard line, a nice boundary. You're going to be better at boundary setting. You're going to be better at like, no, this is the limit. Okay? I have a bad allergy right now. Sorry. Live sneezing. Okay. All right, so that's what I got for you, Virgo. I hope that helps. This is usable till July of 2026. All right, this is for Libra. Happy birthday pretty soon, huh? Can I please have the pen work? Thanks. So annoying, this stupid little stuff. All right. Okay, Libra. Capricorn, not yet. It'll be a while. Libra, 2207. Let's do it. Wow, these are taking a while. I gotta go a little faster. Libra. What is the eclipse energy bringing in for Libra? What is it taking away? Spirit. What is the eclipse energy bringing in for Libra? What is it taking away, Spirit, please? Libra. Saint Michael, please protect Libra. Virgin Mother, please intercede on Libra's behalf. Love, blessing, and abundance abound. All right, taking away 8 of Wands, 2 of Wands reversed, Wheel of Fortune, 7 of Wands, Ace of Cups reversed, the World, and the 8 of Cups reversed. Okay, so this is a rinse, repeat cycle that is taking away from you. I believe in the beginning of this lunar node, when it entered into Pisces in January, I think I gave you, I don't know if I remember this, but I think I gave you a forecast here that for most signs too, called in to question everything. Like everything that you know, question it, and it's probably gonna be turned on its head, or you're gonna have to flip it onto the other side of what you don't know. And this cycle has been working for you for quite a long time, Libra. It's a cycle of like communicating and solving the problem right away without waiting. And how it's brought you even like maybe a promotion or your job, or this is your job to do. Speaking and communicating and harmonizing and making sure everybody's getting along and gathering the people, because you're a popular sign and you have a real knack for popularity, that this has always brought you luck. And maybe in the past few months that's been changing a little bit, that you've been like, I don't seem to have the same pull that I used to have. I don't seem to be as popular as I was, or I don't seem to know what to say even. I don't know what to say. That's what I heard. I don't know what to say. It's like your divine inspiration while you speak, the Holy Spirit moving through you while you speak, is, you know, leaving. I wonder if this is on purpose. It is on purpose. It's for your protection. So you're defensive. If you've been defensive or guarding your wealth in a weird way, that's going to leave. What also is going to leave is selfishness. So if you've said whatever everybody wants to hear to remain in a situation of selfish behavior, if you've said whatever everybody else wants to hear to remain in your job or to remain at the head of the table in any group setting, if you've been just sharing things that people want to hear, there's no love in that. You don't have any substance in that. You know, you don't have, it's not real. It's lip service. So that's leaving. You won't have to do that anymore. You won't have to people please like that, okay? And people coming back for that constant validation from you is leaving, okay? That's simple. What's coming in is the Six of Pentacles reversed, the Five of Pentacles. Get out of here. I shuffled. These things, they're crazy. Like, these things are wild. This is the same two cards, the Five of Pentacles to the Nine of Pentacles, next to each other, second and third position. On what's coming in, you can go and look at Virgos. I just drew the same two cards in the same exact place for Virgo. So I don't know if Virgo is around you or in your chart or what, but that's crazy. Like, the odds of that happening are probably in the billions. Two cards in a row like that? That's wild. Anyways, yours is something different because there's a different first card. Okay, what is bringing in? What is bringing in? Yep. What it's bringing is a sense of humble beginnings. New beginning. Okay, you're going to have to start over. Your time is kind of up here. Your time in the center of everything. Your time in the spotlight is up. Okay? And maybe you don't want it anymore. Maybe you're like, I'm tired of being in the center of what everybody needs me to say and do, and I'm acting on behalf of this greedy corporation. I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to be that person. And I show that you like, if I quit though, I'll be poor. You're seeing the injustices in the world, and you're like, I have this pull to like be independent of it, not to be in this crazy groupthink. It's not for me. I don't agree with it. But if I do this, I'll be poor. It's a lack mindset. If I leave, I'll be poor. If I leave, I won't have any money, and then I'll die. It's a poverty fear. It's a fear of poverty. However, you're completely okay. You are completely okay, Libra. That's what's interesting. You might be independently wealthy. You might be crying you might be crying wolf here. That's leaving, and it's bringing in this sense of panic until you realize, I'm fine. I'm absolutely okay. I not only survived, I thrived. Wow. Like, it's a very strong aspect, and that's what's next, is your strength is coming in. Now, in this card, in this deck, it's 11, which is actually the Justice card, which is your card. But for some reason, I don't know when this started, or when tarot deck makers started switching the Justice and the Strength card. Okay. I don't like when it's switched, because the Strength card is independent strength coming from you it's your willpower I will power forward. It is Leo's I statement. It is a Leo card. The strength coming from within to power through something, right? This Strength card being in the 11th position, 11 is the blessing, it's the gathering, it's the balance, it's the universal blessing, right? So maybe this is a blessing of strength from the universe that you didn't know you had. That's what I'm going to read it as. But they're like, you know what, Libra, you don't have to work so hard, honey. Like, I think that's what the universe is saying to you. You know what, Libra, you don't have to work so hard. Nah, we gave you all this independence and hope for a reason. You should be standing tall. You should be, you know, you could be, we're gonna send you the strength to muster up like whatever you need in your life, okay? And then what I see here is a very like step back from what you were doing before. It's a time to develop your new dreams, your new wishes. What do you actually want, Libra? Because that's always a thing with you. It's always a thing in that. Like, this is the time to learn it. Who are you? What do you like? What do you want? If you don't have a personal setting, a goal or a commitment for yourself because of you, because of what you like and what you want, you're gonna feel this. This is what it's bringing in. You're gonna feel like you don't belong, like people are against you, that, you know, it's not gonna feel super great. You're not gonna feel that popularity, that essence of what got you here. Okay, that cycle is over. This is the new cycle. And they're starting you from scratch. It's like an Etch-a-Sketch. It's like Libra does now people pleases to a point of just saying or regurgitating or whatever it is for the upper-ups or for the people that they make their money from, or what, like it's whoever they're in charge of or whoever they influence, because they're you're a popular sign, right? And then now Pisces is on the south node, so there's a lot of unpopular things happening. But or Pisces on the north node, so there's, what is that challenge? The direction is in the terms of Pisces, which is also a popular sign. So what am I trying? Please clarify that for me, please, Spirit. Okay. It's time to hold your cup and offer from a cup of generosity and true giving, which was the last part of Virgos as well. You're not going to feel super great by this. You're not going to feel loved and accepted and hugged, and you're going to feel, and it's going to make you feel childish. It's going to make you feel abandoned. It's going to really test you. I don't have any friends. Nobody likes me. That kind of feeling. And honestly, who cares? If they take away the people that you're people pleasing, who wants that kind of person in their life? You can always start over. That's what this is saying. You can start over. You may very well have a huge life change, like totally quitting your 6-7 figure job and putting it out there as like, I can't do this anymore. I can't please these people. I don't want to be a person that operates this way. Or you might have been traveling everywhere and like you might have been doing so much, and now you're like, I just want to stay home. You know, I just want to be with myself. And you worry if like that, whatever you're creating, if maybe you're an influencer online or whatever you're creating will fall apart, that people will stop loving you, that people will stop following you, that people will stop giving. And like Spirit's like, no, you're fine. I got you. Take the leap, man. Woman, take the leap. You're gonna do it. You're gonna be okay. It's not gonna feel super awesome with people, but you're gonna be okay because you're gonna tell yourself, I'm protected, I'm loved, the universe has me, and this is my journey. This is my journey. You've been working too hard for everyone else. It's time for Libra right now. And to be in the self is a very difficult thing for you, and that's a lovely piece of your entire forecast in your life is how you are in general, but there are moments in time, meaning like a year or two maybe out of, you know, the entire lifespan of your, you know, like a year or two here and there where you have to reset and really think and believe about what you truly want for you, Libra, okay? So this is that energy of calling you back to yourself, okay? I hope that helps. It's a little difficult. That's a difficult message. Very difficult message. I'm very sorry if that, harms somebody, but I think that it might be helpful when you've gone through it and you can look back at it and be proud of yourself for getting through it, right? All right. Let's see. Virgo, Libra. What's after Virgo or Libra? Scorpio. 35-12. Gosh, I just can't make these shorter, huh? I really don't have all this time today. Do I guess. I guess I do. I'm like, I don't know why I'm rushing. That's the energy of the eclipse, isn't it? Like, I gotta be somewhere. And I'm like, okay, do I? I don't. All right, Scorpio. This is your eclipse energy, Scorpio. This is your eclipse energy for Scorpio. Eclipse energy for Scorpio. Eclipse energy for Scorpio. What is the eclipse taking out? The solar eclipse bringing in. Saint Michael, please protect Scorpio. Virgin Mother, please intercede on Scorpio's behalf. Love, blessing, and abundance abounds. Scorpio, we got 5 of Swords. Good. I'm glad that's on the leaving energy. Strength reversed. 10 of Cups reversed. 8 of Worlds reversed. Man of Wands reversed. This is good. Good riddance to bad rubbish. Scorpio, what's leaving you in this cycle is a cycle of you having to resist the patriarchy, basically, the man. You having to stand with a big shield against these people that no matter what you do or say, it's not enough. And it's a very egoic sense. So your ego is wiped here. You will no longer be comparing yourself to others. You will no longer be self-sabotaging from a place of just resisting pain. You're going to be feeling, you were feeling pain from resisting pain. You were feeling more pain because of that resistance to pain. And it really did a number on your family, on your community, on yourself, because you realize that words have impact. Intentions have impact. Me always trying to be the best of the best or having a motive has impact. I also feel that anything that you were doing to not work on yourself, leaving, okay? I also feel that you having this business sense about it all and being like, this is the way I have to be because this is business, leaving. Any players, any haters, leaving. Player haters, leaving. You're not a player, Scorpio. You could be, but you're not. And this sense of, it's like a false meditative state. Like it's a sense of, I'm better than other people. That's leaving. I'm better than other people because I have more and I'm prettier and I'm more in shape and I eat and do these things right. I'm right and they're wrong. And now I'm going to go meditate. Leaving. Okay? Good. Because you weren't really seeing what was going on. It was impacting your community and it was impacting your growth because you weren't emotionally fulfilled. Your emotions were being ignored. And that is egoic because when you operate from the brain, we don't know that we do it either. But your heart needs to be opened. And I'm guessing that that's what's going to bring in here. So yeah, there's a 6 of Cups right away. The Fool, hey. 2 of Wands reverse, excellent. Wheel of Fortune, hey. High Priestess, very good, Scorps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This person, okay, so first of all, it might be bringing in a soulmate for you. It doesn't have to be a romantic soulmate, but somebody who really gets you. And you guys might travel together or decide like, hey, let's go on a trip. And it could bring love in, sure. But it's going to bring a sense of like somebody on the same wavelength as you. Somebody where you don't have to walk alone. You know, somebody where there's a peer or a mentor. You must have been manifesting that. Like, I need someone who's on my level. Because this is like, nobody's on my level. I do everything right. That's leaving. So this is coming in. Someone who's on your level, a peer, a mentor, someone who gets you. Okay? That's going to also maybe bring you a lot of money. Whoever this is, this person, if you take the plunge, you and this person might, you know, flip the script. Okay? It's a new wealth, they said. Huh. A new wealth. It's like the butterfly I'm getting from the middle of this. Isn't this a beautiful card? From the middle of the card, I'm getting the butterfly kind of slowly, like first getting its wings, and then like kind of like maybe they're still stuck together, and then it's just like slowly opening its wings for the first time. I think it's all within reach, and now you're like, it's here, I got it. Just follow my instincts, which you're totally capable of. If you stop that comparative thinking and that ego-based mine, or I win the debate, I'm the winner, I'm the best. This person has this, and I need that too. No, you're not doing that anymore. This is a harmonizing effect. Your ego is not in this high priestess anywhere. This high priestess trusts the moon cycles. It trusts nature. She trusts. She knows. The high priestess is the deepest knowledge. She knows better than, like, that ego knew pretty good, but it doesn't know what the high priestess knows. This is faith. This is faith. More things about ice. Again, that, and I might be talking about like the police state, but I was talking about Antarctica really in the beginning. So if you look back to the beginning of this video, there's like a brief, you know, or in the description box, I wrote about it. Okay. So anyways, what else is bringing in is, you're going to protect the underlings, you know, you're going to protect the people that can't protect themselves. There's going to be a specific group perhaps, or a specific person that you find that you're like, oh man, I got to take care of this person, or I got to take care of these people. They might be disabled, or they might not be advantaged in some way, and you're going to help redistribute that. You're going to protect them. You're going to include them and protect them. That's what this is bringing in. You're going to know who they are too. You're going to start to look for people that need you and how you can help them. This is a very generous, also the generous vibe is what's coming through on all of these. So love that. Good job, Scorpio. That was a nice clean reading. I'm glad that stuff is leaving. Let's do Sag at 4250. Okay. Hey, SK. Thanks for coming back, Ro. I don't know if you're back, but it should be about, 10 more minutes. I'm going to do Saggy now. Hey, Scorpio. Thanks for making that a quick reading. Only 7 minutes. All right, let's do Saggy. What's coming in, or what's leaving from the eclipse, the solar eclipse energy, what's being eclipsed out, what's coming in from this. Mostly what we're focused on with solar energy is what's coming in. Okay? This leaving stuff, we already did a lot of that work in the lunar eclipse. If you want to watch your lunar eclipse reading, I have that up there somewhere in YouTube world. And then if you want to watch your lunar node reading, I did that in January when Pisces moved into the lunar node. It was before the last eclipse in Aries even, so pretty predictive. And I don't know, I watched mine. I recommend you use it watching you with your north node, and it was pretty spot on. Okay, all right, Saggy. If you don't know your north node, look it up. Okay, Saggy. I can feel presence. Plus, I got a little audience count there. Thanks, Ro. All right. Sag. Saint Michael, please protect Sagittarius. Virgin Mother, please intercede on Sagittarius' behalf. Love, blessing, and abundance abounds. All right. Ten of Wands reversed. This is what's leaving. 10 of Wands reversed. Ace of Cups reversed. Sage of Wands. Okay, I get it. 3 of Worlds reversed. Ace of Wands upright, Queen of Wands reversed. Seven of Cups. Yeah. Jeez. This is a really argumentative energy leaving. Okay, so I'm really happy that this is gone. What's leaving you is the masculine energy in this dynamic. Could be you, could be the other person. Is well, I'm not lifting a finger. This is almost like if you're not gonna give me, if you're not gonna, put out, I'm not gonna do anything. And then there's this other person in the dynamic, the Queen of Wands reversed, okay, and the feminine doesn't have to be a male or a female in the body. It's a spirit. The feminine spirit, she might have health issues, or this masculine energy is not understanding that the feminine energy has maybe like a chronic health issue or chronic pain, and they want to do stuff, but they can't. And then they also have this thing where they are very resistant, very stubborn about wanting to work together, teamwork. They want to do it their way. And all of this stubborn resistance and hatred coming from this person is, number one, maybe because they're sick, okay? There might be something developing underneath. And number two, they don't have the confidence that this King of Wands has. King of Wands, though, is very proud and withholding. And this is just a really gridlock dynamic. I don't like this at all. And I think the King of Wands here is like trying to get rid of this person. Trying to be like, oh, get out of my life. And Spirit had been putting this person in front of you, or them, or that you putting you in front of them, to challenge them to make a choice. Make a choice. If you're married to this person, make a choice. Choose them or don't. But you married them, so choose them. It's like, why do you think you have a choice? You don't. That's for married people. I don't know. Marriage is a commitment. It's an oath. You don't break contracts. This is spiritual talk. You don't break contracts. God doesn't like divorce. Okay? So this energy is very proud. It's very egoic. It's very... And then this energy is really cranky and bitchy and unconfident and just not somebody you really want to be around. I don't know. I don't like this energy. I'm glad it's leaving, Sag. I don't know who this is. This could be a boss-employee dynamic. Employee boss. Maybe your boss is a, unconfident, bitchy, all about myself kind of person. And maybe you're like this go-getter, I'm not going to work as hard for you because I don't think you deserve my work. I'm going to do the bare minimum and skate by. Even my bare minimum is really above. It's the arrogant, King of Wands. He knows how to, he's a go-getter. He knows what to do to get what he wants, So choices. Choices is what is leaving. Uh-oh. What's coming in? Universe reversed. So the World reversed. Queen of Pentacles reversed. The Four of Pentacles. Tower reversed. Hey, someone else got that same card in the same position. I think it was Virgo. Hermit. Okay, I just drew two. The Moon and the Seven of Swords. Okay. Well, I think there's a lot of alone time coming in. A lot of spirituality coming in for you. Because you might feel disconnected from the world with this shift that's taking place. You're holding on. What's coming in is a holding on to the old. Holding on to the old ways. Holding on to the old way of the world, or the old, how it used to be, or somebody who couldn't take care of themselves. There might be some kind of generational trauma with poverty. And holding on to that, if I don't retain everything, then I will be poor like my mom, or it was mom energy, Queen of Pentacles reversed. It's a lesson to come in and say, save your money, okay? But also, you're mad about that. You should have taken care of me better. You should have paid for this. You should have, whatever. It's like an expectation. That's what's coming in. It's kind of it's a weird It's an odd resilience or a weird grudge coming in, but it's the end of a lesson. So you need this weird grudge to happen so that you can let it go. Because this Tower reverse is like gonna let that grudge go. The poverty, you did not take an oath of poverty. Just say that out loud when you get like this like urge to hang on to the past or to like hold a grudge against anyone for anything. If you get grudgy, you're gonna have to learn how to let grudges go. And I think that it's gonna make you super spiritual. You're gonna get into your moon energy or hermit energy. I don't feel like this is a bad moon at all. I feel like this is a moon of the unknown and that you're totally cool with it because you're going to be in the hermit mode and you're going to be like alone. So like when you're alone with your own irrational and your own emotional, you're going to really move through this energy as like, well, just show me what to do. I'll do it. Just show me where to go. I'll go there. What do you want me to do? Like it's a more of a, how can I help you, spirit? What is my purpose? Teach me where I should go. Okay? It's actually a strategic universal plan. Okay? And if you avoid your irrational emotional self, if you're avoiding it, which we all do, open-ended. They're not giving me a, they're telling me a warning, like, do not avoid your emotional, irrational self. Do not avoid your dreams. Do not avoid when you wake up in the middle of the night. Ask for guidance. Break down how you feel. What are your feelings about things? Are you angry? Are you upset? What are you mad about? Like they want you to break it down into smaller pieces, smaller and smaller pieces. But you might be doing a lot of that like putting yourself aside to be like, okay, I need to process this for a second. And it's a lot of stress. So you're like, okay, I'm just going to take a moment. And that's great because you're letting go of a lot of grudges about how things are supposed to be, about how you should have had this or you should have had that. It's like I deserve. And you're letting that go. And you're saying, okay, I guess I don't know anymore. I guess I just really don't know. Spirit, you seem to always know what's better. I'll do it. I promise. It's like a surrender. You surrender to spirit. This is nice. This is really nice. And it's like strategic. So you might like get like a birth chart and then, you know, plan it out astrologically. I like this for you. This is when Sag, when you're in a spiritual energy, my goodness, you're unstoppable, I bet. But you've been in a grudge holding like manifestation of what energy? It's like, I think you got to a point of like, for what? Like I did all this, that's awesome, but for what? It really wasn't, it was about proving someone wrong, or it was about, you know, it wasn't you. And I think that you're now realizing that in this new cycle. You're pushing forward into a new part of you that's able to accept things and maneuver it and silently kind of take away people's weapons. You might be disarming people without them knowing. You might be peacefully disarming people. Because that's what the Seven of Swords is about. It's really about peacekeeping. Everyone calls it the liar, cheater, thief card. But it's about sneaking into the other camp of the battle and stealing their swords so that they can't fight you. Okay? So don't get plagiarized in this. You're an original. I think that you're keeping your words. Power moves in silence. I think that you're keeping your words to yourself so that no one can take what you've made. This is all strategy. This is very aligned strategy too, because you learned a lot of lessons in this building and this growth and these people that didn't, it was a very combative energy. I don't know what you were dealing with, but like you're taking that resistance and that grudge. This could be from a long time ago. I have no idea. But you're taking that grudge that you were holding and you're turning it into some kind of like powerful, disarming movement that is silent. It's like using the force. It's like, these are not the droids you're looking for. There you go. Hi, Sarah. Thank you so much. New beginnings for Sarah. All right, let's do Capricorn. Somebody was waiting for that, so that's why I said it funny. 5441. Okay. 925. Working 9 to 5. What a way to make a living. Capricorn. Capricorn, this is your, I feel happy. I wonder if this is a good thing. I don't know. Capricorn, this is your eclipse, and there's a squirrel. Okay. Building, that's you, busy squirrel. Little busy squirrel time. Okay. No time to play. We gotta build, we gotta bury nuts everywhere and not remember where we put them. All right, let's do Capricorn. What's leaving, what's coming in the eclipse energy for Capricorn. What's leaving and what's coming in the eclipse energy for Capricorn. Saint Michael, please protect Capricorn. Virgin Mother, please intercede on Capricorn's behalf. Love, blessing, and abundance abounds. Okay. What's leaving? 7 of Pentacles reversed, 6 of Worlds reversed, and the Fool. Okay, Capricorn, big expenditures are leaving. So you may have had like a big expense. Those are leaving, like a big repair on the car or the house. Those are leaving, okay? Or you may have been foolish with your money. I know that's an odd call for Capricorn, but you may have like overspent on a vacation or gambled, or, you know, that's leaving. That's going to stop. So your indulgences that leave you without money. Sometimes we even sacrifice, the Queen of Swords reverse. We even sacrifice ourselves in relationships. And then if you ever notice, if you're in a relationship with somebody, I don't care if it's a friendship, a romantic relationship, if you're in that energy, if you're sharing with somebody, it doesn't matter if you go on a date or you're a friend or you're in a same home or whatever. If you're sharing space with another individual and your money starts to drain, watch how much time you spend with that person versus how your money looks. Because I think that you're becoming more, because you're very much a keeper of money. Like that's one of Capricorn's like blessings. So like watch your money around certain people and watch the trend in your money when you get around certain people, okay? Because you bring people wealth and that should be reciprocated to you, okay? So that's leaving actually. So anybody who's draining your bank account is leaving. This might be a total mooch. I have no idea. All right, you how do I say this? You have a eternal flame. Now, people call it a twin flame. Is this burning? Oh, Roxanne, you're almost right on time for Aquarius. Coming up next. An eternal flame. Close your eyes, give me your hand. Do you feel my heart beating? You've been avoiding romance for so long, Capricorn. You have been avoiding romance for so long, Capricorn. You have been avoiding romance for so long, Capricorn. Capricorn, I've been asking you to open your heart for years. I am sick of asking you to open your heart and close your wallet. I am sick of asking you to stop proving yourself financially and start giving your heart. People want you, Capricorn, and they want you for more than what your money is or what your hard work is. They want you because they like you, because they admire you. They want to take you out. They want to treat you well. Just because you might be the breadwinner in the situation doesn't mean that you're not attractive in other ways. What in the frick? I'm so sick of that message. I'm so glad that message is over. Please be kind to yourself and like put it out there. Open your frickin' heart. I'm tired of this. All right, let's go. I'm a Cap rising, so I can say so. Okay, here's what's coming in. Nice. Okay, beauty. You and Scorpio got the Wheel of Fortune in the same place. Okay, very good. This is very good. Capricorn, It remains undecided, they said. What's undecided? Who you're going to share all this with, okay? But here's the thing. You've been working so fucking hard. You're going to get through it. You've been working very hard. You've been probably work, 55 hours a week or whatever you do, overtime, or I don't know. But you've been working very hard. You don't really see the point of it. That's what's coming in. You being like, why am I doing this? I'm only going to live so YOLO, okay? You're going to be like, I'm going to start enjoying my life. You might go on a trip. Look at this. I might take a trip like with ayahuasca or something cool like that, or not cool, but it's like a journey. Like you're going to start over. You're going to like do what you want when you want because you worked hard for yourself to get here. And you're going to be accepting of the fortune that it brings because it's like, okay, well, maybe you retire and you're like, well, I'm not even working and there's more money coming in. Like, how does that even work? Thank you, Spirit. Oh my gosh. It might be back pay from the universe. You know what I mean? Holiday pay. 10 of Pentacles. This is a long term. The next 10 years, I feel like you're going to be sitting pretty. You worked really hard, Cappy. Saturn rewards, too. Saturn isn't always this nasty jerk. Everyone resists Saturn. Everyone, that mean dad energy, that strict father. Not every father is strict, Like, some fathers are like, farm and tend to the land and work hard, but then enjoy the profit, enjoy the growth, enjoy the harvest. Like, that's what this is about. You're going to enjoy your harvest. That's what's coming in for you, Capricorn. Very good. And I don't lie. Like, I don't make shit up. I've been hard on other signs. I've been easy on other signs. It's not everyone's time, Like, all these energies switch and change. So, like, it's not always your turn. But this is your turn, Capricorn. You're going to get your fucking turn. You might have a turn of fate and a fated job comes in, or a fated person comes into your life. Maybe you marry and they're loaded and you don't have to work anymore, or if you open your fucking heart, right? This will open your heart, this energy that I'm talking about. And then there's going to be a certain waiting. And I like this indecision because you're like, I'm going to wait on it. I don't know what to do. Oh, where do I go have more fun? Oh, what a problem. You know what I mean? It's like good problems. Like, oh, 2 people are calling me at the same time. Oh, all these people want to date me. Oh, shit. Oh, my problems. But like, Capricorn, you're going to know exactly what to do. Okay? Come Cancer season, which is when this lunar node energy ends, you're going to know exactly where you're going. You're going to know exactly what you're doing. But the direction, it's just pick. Like, for right now, it's just like, pick a place, go there. Pick the item on the menu, eat it. It's so, the world is your oyster right now. From here until July, you're welcome. Tip me. Invest in me because I'm investing in you, right? This is free, but, double down. Apparently you got the money, but I'm saying my Venmo is in my description box. However, I don't expect anything. I just think that this is like, expound the energy, multiply the energy, let it reverberate, like expand it, send it to the other Capricorns that maybe aren't so lucky. You know what I mean? Help each other. Yes. People who invest in me do a lot better, I promise. I do know this for a fact. I've made a lot of good situations for a lot of people. And I need that. I'm a generating manifester. I need that energy because it helps me do better. So thank you for your energy and your time and your focus. And thank you for any monetary donations. All right, let's do Aquarius. I got a Roxanne in the house here for some Aquarius love. 6415, huh? 10 and 6. Okay. Happiness, abundance, completion in the family. A little bit of materialism. Okay. What is the What is the eclipse energy taking out for Aquarius, and what is it bringing in for Aquarius? What is the eclipse energy bringing in for Aquarius, and what is it taking out? Taking out first, coming in second. Oh, I didn't mean it like that. Taking it out. We're gonna read that first. Then after that, what is it bringing in? No more second place, Aquarius. Say, Michael, please protect Aquarius. Virgin Mother, please intercede on Aquarius' behalf. All right, let's do it. Aquarius, the moon reversed. Sage of Cups. Oh, good. And the star. Well, Ace of Wands reversed. Page of Worlds. Queen of Wands. And Seven of Cups reversed. Oh, yeah, this is good. This is a cornered energy. So if you're a mother, one thing that is taken away is the incessant need to protect your kid. Your kid might be coming of age in something, and they might, you've got to let them explore, and you've got to let them grow and learn and do it themselves, because if you put them in front of a screen, they're going to become lazy. So you can't just have a screen solve your problems, because this child needs to become more self-sufficient. Okay, so that's if you're a mother or a father. You're overprotective of them, and they need more space to explore and learn. I'm getting like 12, 13 years old. This is the formative time of the brain. Like, that is the smartest you'll ever be in your life, is when you're like 12 or 13 years old. Okay? So do well at that age, and it's kind of like indicative of how you'll do forever. Okay, and I think anyone can kind of like think about that for a second and be like, yeah, that's true. All right, thank you for all the likes and the shares and everything. I appreciate it so much. All right, here's what also is leaving, is you needing to heal everybody else. You see the problems in the world, and you're a big healer, but you needing to be that source, that font of healing for everybody all the time is leaving. And I don't know if the well is dry. Can you cry any more tears? I don't know. I mean, of course you can, but I think by next Taurus season, you'll have this energy, what I'm talking about, figured out. You might be because these energies stay, so this is a long time, so this might be leaving slowly, but this need to fix and heal yourself and fix and heal everybody and all these things, that might be slowly leaving you until like May. And then by the time May comes, you're like, yeah, you do this overburdening work, burning both ends of the candle. You have things to take care of, and then you say, no, I have to heal. I need to do a meditation or a sound bowl or something, and or I need to go do my yoga. And you need to do these things, yes, but it's taken over. So it's like, you also have a practical life to live, and you get into positions of cornering yourself where you don't have a choice anymore, because you've been so soothed and healed, and you know that this is a bad habit of yours. Like, you know that you've been avoiding some things that you need to get done. That's kind of what this eclipse cycle is about, right? Virgo being in practicality and keeping your hands busy so you can keep your mind, clear. What might be coming in then is like you understanding that you don't have clarity, even though you've done all this healing. Okay, well, let's see. So what's coming in? Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. That's okay. There we go. That's what I meant. Minister Jupiter's the sun. Well. Aqua, I have great news for you. I was like, this is some pretty good energy to be leaving. And I'm wondering if it's going to bring even better energy, because Well, here we are. So you're not gonna be in a place of, I don't have a choice. This is how I have to be, Grace. And I'm like, no, you don't have to be like that. Look, if you mind over matter some things, the Three of Swords, if you separate yourself and you really, really want to help, let's say it's your child, you really, really want to do it for them, you really, really want to step in and help them, what will happen is that you'll see you can put that down. You're able to put that down. It's like, I'm getting the feeling like my mom has 6 kids, and when we all, left the nest, she would still cook these big dinners, so she didn't have to do that anymore. So it's like, you don't have to do that anymore. The community has got you. Maybe this person is going to be able to get a job, or you're going to balance it out, or maybe you'll get a funding from something, or you'll get a grant or a loan, or I don't want it to be a loan. I want it to be a grant. I want it to be free money for you. But you're going to get some kind of pay, and it might be from resources, general resources. I don't want to say the government either. I don't want you to be in that position to be cornered where you need government help. You know what I mean? This is you moving outside of that and getting help from maybe your community, or, I have a friend in New Orleans who says, oh, me and my friends were just passing around the same $100 bill. And they support each other, in other words. So they're other small business owners, and they support each other. This is kind of how you're winging it. Like you're going to be able to put down the burden if you surrender to separating yourself from things that you think you have to do for other people. You do not have to do that for other people. They can do it themselves. You need to learn how to say no to people. You're going to cry about it too. It's going to bring you sadness. It's going to hurt. But you might face the, like cry and then face the day, be like, oh, get it together, I got this. There you are, the Queen of Air. That's your sign. Look at you, clarity. What did I say? It's bringing in more clarity when I read this. Hello, Spirit, it's me. Thanks for calling. You're not gonna have to worry so much. Okay? That's what it's bringing in. Look at the sun. Clarity. Big clear, big yes. I know what I'm doing. Clear. Happiness. You're finally going to make it. You're finally going to shine. You're finally going to be seen. Look at you. From your opposite sign, Leo, right? Look at you, Aquarius. No more worries, no more stress. Stop stressing. That's what this is bringing. Be happy. Don't worry, be happy. Aww. Bobby McFerrin is actually a really inspirational person. If you ever look at him, he's amazing. I recommend any kind of material you could read about him. But yeah, dream up, because it's coming true. Your dreams are going to come true. I'm excited. I know so many Aquariuses that are so down for so long, and they act like a victim sometimes, because they're like, well, I'm healing and I'm offering. It's like, well, maybe sit on the side for a second and let other people take your offering and use your prophecies and let them figure it out. And when you do that, then they're like, oh, Aquarius said this. I owe them, I owe them a big apology, or I owe them a hug, or I owe them some money, and they might come back for you. This might feel really lonely, but you're actually, when you face your sadness or whatever is making you sad or depressed, because that's what you do. You avoid your depressed or your sadness by doing all this healing. You're avoiding what's really happening underneath it. And when you uncover it and you face the world again and you go out there and you be brave, you're going to bring in this happiness. Don't worry, be happy. It's pretty chill. All right. Love that for you. Okay. Let's do Pisces at hello, 7409. That was yellow. Little coughing fit. I got some weird allergies going on. I think it's hay fever. I get it from when the leaves turn, or I don't know. Occasionally I get it, so I don't know. I don't really know. I've had this happen before. Anyways, Pisces. This is your... There you go, Roxanne. I love it. All right, Pisces. Oh, let's do it. I'm going to take a bath tonight. That's a good idea. Pisces, you want to take a bath with me? I'm joking. Gosh. I can't fit in there. I can barely fit in a bath myself. Get out of here. All right. Pisces. I spelled it Pisces. Okay. A new word for you. All right. This is what the eclipse is taking out. And then what the eclipse is bringing in for you, the solar eclipse. We're actually going to focus on what it's bringing in more than what it's taking out, okay? This is for Pisces. I know you're in the North Node, Pisces. You got to unfold from the fetal position, and ooh, I know it's hard. Ooh, I know. Ooh, I know it's hard. I got you. I got your back. St. Michael, please protect Pisces. Virgin Mother, please intercede on Pisces' behalf. Love, blessing, and abundance abounds. Taken away. Good. Wheel of Fortune reversed. Six of Swords. Oh, good. Ace of Cups reversed. Knight of Cups reversed. Two of Swords reversed. Yes. Ugh. Boo. Yeah. Good. What this is taking away is like a pile of poo. Just taking away this shit energy from your life. It's just gross. This is where flies are, you know. It's like if you've been tolerating having flies everywhere. It's just like, no. Stop. No, stop, don't. Okay? But really, misfortune after misfortune after misfortune after misfortune. And then you having to escape. Because I know a Pisces likes to escape sometimes, you know what I mean? They're the drug doers of the zodiac, okay? Their whole life is a trip. They don't even have to do drugs. It's very trippy to be a Pisces. The reality is trippy. And the escapism is real. So that's leaving. What else is leaving is this shitty love energy. Anyone who is like not really in love and you calling it love and them not being there for you or emotionally caring about you, and you having to make a shitty decision over and over and over about how this person doesn't love you back, gone. Okay? It doesn't have to be romantic. This person doesn't love me back. I need to let this go. You won't have to keep letting it go. Your decision was made. It's gone. Okay? So this person will no longer affect you. This could be a sibling. It could be a friend. It could be your spouse. It could be whoever, okay? There's a person in your life who you love very much, but you can't love them for them, and they do not know or understand love, and they will not do it. So you do not have to make this tough decision of letting them go anymore. You already did that. It's gone. Stop trying to bring it back or zombie that love. And no, they're not going to learn. They don't get to have access to you. Goodbye. It's a goodbye. If you have to give that time. If they evolve and meet up the mountain somewhere, so be it. But don't count on that. You know, you only got so much time in your own life, right? Okay, so time, space, so Judgment reversed and Six of Pentacles reversed. Okay, so bad financial decisions, bad paying job. Hi, Lioness. Bad paying job. Those Pisces, those shit decisions of, am I going to eat or pay my rent? Gone. Victory. I love it. Yeah, you really make some bad decisions sometimes, Pisces. Like, I love you, but it's true. Okay, anyways. All right. Child of Cups. Wow, coming in. Page of Cups. Strength card. Hey. All right, what's coming in here? Six of Wands reverse. Why? Oh, because 10 of Cups. Okay. And then Five of Swords reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, come what may. What is that from? Moulin Rouge? What's coming in is, I feel like you're going to receive a lot of like small things. You're going to receive a lot of blessings. People that apologize for you being right all along, or maybe a really special child coming into your life to help you do the right thing and be strong, to continue, because you want to hand it down to somebody. You know what I mean? Like, is you're like, well, how am I, what kind of example am I? You want to be a role model here. This is what this is. You're going to be teaching. And it doesn't have to be a child, but it could be. But it could be like somebody who's very open to learning and loves you a lot, you know, or learns a lot from you. What else is leaving is like your sense of achievement or winning. Because you feel the community so strongly. You feel the love in a space so strongly. And your table is growing. And I'm remembering this weird picture. There was a friend I had. They only had 4 kids in their family. We had 6 kids in our family. But there's a friend that I had when I would go over to her house. I have a lot of memories at her house because I went over there a lot. But her mom would make these dinners. And I would eat dinner at their house a lot. And I remember they had this like picture of owls. I don't know what it was. It was like a wooden, is like kind of looking like 70s looking, and it had like these painted owls on them, the cartoon sweet looking owls, and it said there's always room for one more. And I'm just remembering that now. Again, I guess I've remembered that before. I mean, I threw up under that sign, and they still accepted me in that family. To be fair, they did feed me a rotten tomato that made me throw up. So, anyways, good story, Grace. Anyways, moving on. What else is coming in is really smooth sailing. Vulnerable healing, radical healing is coming in. You are going to be moving into a position where you don't have to make sense anymore. If it doesn't make sense to you, you're not going to be trying to force it to fit. You're just going to move on from things that don't make sense. But in your Willy Wonka world, everything makes sense. This is the embracing of absurdity. You believe it all. That's what I say. I'd say it in the beginning of this video. Is if you tell me something spiritual about yourself, I'll believe you. And say, hey, Grace, I saw a ghost. I believe you. Hey, Grace, I saw an alien. I believe you. Whatever you say about your spirituality, I'll believe you. Okay? And that's kind of what this is. It's like, come on. Everybody's welcome here. Come on, sit down. You have a place. You're human. You're breathing. You're trying. Let's go. It's a very, like, you might become a leader. Which you should be. If you're in this energy, you should be a leader. Absolutely. You've put up with enough weird, swampy energy. It's just stuck. It's shit. No. Enough. You're using the power of community, and you're using your inner strength. What has happened here is you've been ramping up strength because you've put up with so much crap. You've ramped up strength. And now people love you. They're offering love. And you might be going with it. You're just going to be like, whatever happens, happens. That's why I said, come with me. You know? C'est la vie. It's acceptance. It's pure. You're not going to live in your grief cycle anymore. You're going to live in your joy cycle. Did you know you have a joy cycle? You're going to manifest. Because you know it's going to come to you. You know it's going to happen for you. You know Spirit has your back. You're going to be okay. You're always okay. Like, you just have faith. And you have a big backing of people that believe you and believe in you, and you believe them. It's a very good circle. Good job. That's what I got for you, Pisces. Hey. Wow. Let's do Aries at, I'm a machine today, 8423. I'm a reading machine. Okay, hold on a second though. I gotta turn on the light for y'all so you can see me. right? Whoop. That's better. Yeah, and the eclipse energy, I have not taken the time to clean anything or so much shit to like, I have just clutter everywhere. I'm like, oh, at least I know where the clutter goes. But I think maybe that might be a thing. Aries is like, same energy might be hitting you because you're a fire sign and you might be like, I should do that, and then you're not doing it. Why am I crooked? Ew. This is Batman? Am I a Batman villain? All right. Hey, Linus. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Crystal Baptista. Blue hearts. I've been posting blue hearts everywhere. That's weird. I don't usually post purple hearts. All right, Aries. Okay. What is the eclipse taking out for Aries, and what is it bringing in for Aries? This reading should be heeded to in July of 2026. Okay, so come on back. Come on back and look at it and be like, I did a great job. Okay? You're a Pisces. Ooh, thank you. I love the Pisces friends. I should do just a Pisces only channel because I don't know what it is with me and Pisces, but I have only one little piece of Pisces in my chart. It's called the part of fortune. And it's not really a planet or anything. It's just like an aspect. But that's the only thing I have in Pisces in my chart. It's in my second house. And I just read Pisces like a freaking diary. Anyways, Aries, let's talk about you. Let's talk about you. Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Ooh, what's this going on? Are you going to bring in a relationship, Aries? Let's see. Saint Michael, please protect Aries. Virgin Mother, please intercede on Aries' behalf. Love, blessing, and abundance abound. Let's go. Aries, Ten of Swords reversed. Hangman reversed. Knight of Swords, I should say. Six of Cups reversed. Two of Wands. Three of Swords. Eight of Wands. Whew, whole lot of hatred leaving your energy. This is hatred. But you know, something about hatred is that that I like about it. I don't know, how do you like hatred? Something that I like about hatred, Aries, is it means you care. Or it means they care. And I always try to like keep that in mind if someone's like, I hate you. And I'm like, really? Thanks. I'm like, you care about me enough to say that? Thanks. Like, it's kind of a strange energy, right? But here's the thing. You thought you let it go, and then you hung on to it, and you were like, I'm ready, world. And you were like, you never let it go. You actually hung on to it, but you were like, I'm ready, world. I'm going to do it. I let that go years ago, and you didn't. And you're talking about how you're healed and all these things, and you're this false prophet. Like, this is what's going away. No more false prophecies. Okay? And then there's this other energy that's like waiting on your best friend to come back, waiting on your soulmate to return, waiting on your husband or wife to do the right thing, or it's a person that you're waiting for. And you might be telling everybody but this person. That's also leaving. Like, complaining when you, Aries, this is really hard to say, but when you complain, you're always telling the wrong person. Okay? So this is like maybe talking about others behind their back, or them talking about you behind your back. And this is I don't know, it's like a culture thing. It's like cultural. But you separating yourself and thinking that you're special, or them separating themselves and thinking that they're special, you know. This talk of bringing the band back together, that's leaving. It's just talk. I don't know why this is a lot of, coming from a lot of false prophecy and false friends and falsities, trying to harmonize it, and it's like a cacophony of ear-wrecking things. You ever hear of noise, like, as a music genre? That's what this sounds like. Like, usually I bring up a song, you know, but noise, no thanks. Don't try it. All right, here's what the energy's bringing in for you. Devil reverse, Fool reverse, Queen of Wands, there you are. Strength reversed, hey. Well, Aries, Fool reversed, huh? Seven of Swords reversed, Nine of Wands. Okay, you're gonna get through it. It's gonna be tough, but you're gonna learn a big cycle is over. You're gonna learn what you were not letting go of. You're going to learn that this person's not coming back. You're going to learn that the band doesn't want to get back together, that you can't harmonize with all this hatred and separation happening. You can't make it happen. You can't force it to fit, okay? So here's what's coming in. Learning that, of course, okay, but then also the energy that's going to help you turn this over is when you let go of bad habits. So let's say I want you to, like, I'm going to encourage you to get into good kick of habits, like a good cleanse, like do a lot of cleanse or go sober or whatever it is that makes you a better person. Discipline yourself to do yoga every day, or like whatever it is that disciplines you to be a better person and not make foolish, arrogant, I can do it myself decisions. You're going to stop that. And you're going to find your fire come back. You're going to find your inner essence come back. You're going to feel that crown again. Like you're going to be like, and your crown chakra is going to burst open, Aries. So that's what's coming in. A renewed sense of yourself. Because you might be learning from these little stumbling blocks that they're not going to feel super crazy because you'll be disciplined, but you'll see the patterns of the past and you'll be like, no, I don't go there anymore. No, I don't surround myself with that anymore. And you're going to crown yourself as responsible and capable and confident. You might also have a vulnerability here where you need to admit, I was lazy, or I wasn't doing what I could, or I've lost a lot of my muscle, you know. And that might be part of your devil reverse, is like building back up, you know, whatever it is. But it's hard work is what you're bringing in. So you're going to be exhausted, but at the end of the day, when you hit the pillow and you have a physically exhausting day or a mentally it's a rewarding day. It's not like I can't do this anymore. You'll get through it. You'll get through it. You're going to make it through this. They are asking you to see the truth about what you weren't letting go of and what you were hanging on to is like an anger or a hatred it's an ire. It's fury. You're hanging on to it. And when you cleanse yourself of this energy through discipline, you're going to be working really hard, but it's going to bring you this sense of satisfaction that you're going to feel like, oh yeah, this is it. This is me. This is how I should be. This is what I deserve. This is how I like to live. It's going to be very invigorating. But yeah, this is definitely a journey that you're coming to the end of that lesson by next July. So come on back when you want to watch this again. Again, pat yourself on the back. Okay? You can book a reading at tarotdamour.com, or if you want to tip me, it's in my Venmo, is listed in the description. I believe in you, Aries. I know you can do it. All right, Taurus. 9353. Okay, Taurus. Okay, Taurus, this is your eclipse energy. Pisces, Lunar Node, Solar Eclipse and Virgo energy. What it's taking away and what it's bringing in for Taurus. This will be a reading until July 2026. Ooh-wee. Here we go, Taurus. Saint Michael, please protect Taurus. Virgin Mother, please intercede on Taurus's behalf. What's taken away for Taurus? Oh, love, blessing, and abundance abounds. Okay. Dang, this is brutal. What it's taken away is a brutal energy of like trusting someone and accepting someone and taking them back again and loving on them. And, you know, it's taking this away from you because you're including somebody, you're healing someone, you're loving them, you want them to win, you're rooting for them, and you're putting the past behind you, and you're like, okay, we can move forward. And then it's exhausting and they don't do any of it, and you end up fighting, and you're done with that. You're done with that. Reflect on if this is your energy, even in certain people. If you've had a fight or somebody left your energy, reflect on if that was you, where they included you and they wanted you there, and they were promising, it was a promising situation, but they overlooked your flaws and they welcomed you back, and then you maybe messed it up. It's a mirroring thing here. You might have to reflect on if you've done this, because if it's happened to you, then the universe is trying to tell you a message. This is what you're doing. So here, let me give that to you as karma so that you see how you've been acting. And that's what's leaving, is this like merciful, weird healing other people for them and getting exhausted by it and then losing your shit. That's what's leaving. This is a very complicated energy because we're told a lot now to love ourselves, right? First. And this is loving someone else more than they love themselves. And this is, and then you complaining about it or hating them for it, it doesn't work. It's like trying to, you know, love a person with an addiction and not letting them figure it out. It's arguing. This is a fight. It's a yelling energy. You're not you hate that. You hate yelling. You want peace. I get it. But there's some point where this beautiful utopic exchange of what you think it should be, it ain't it. Like, some people don't deserve that, and sometimes you don't deserve to be included based on your actions. You know, sometimes you need to sit out for a second. Sometimes you need a realignment, you know. That's not punishment. It's a timeout. Sit here and think about what you've done or not done. How you expected everybody to just love and get along and peace and, you know, and no, that's exhausting. That's not how it is. Not everybody can handle that. Not everybody has been given the tools to be able to create that kind of fucking zen, loving situation. So that's what's leaving. This is a really hard lesson too, because it's like you might have it in your world as a certain image of what should be. It's a should energy. I don't like that word. But here's what's coming in. Ready? And I want to say it. I don't want to say it, but I think it's a big reality shift. Okay? It's a big reality shift coming in. Yeah. Knight of Cups reversed. Six of Cups reversed. The universe. Okay, good. Two of Wands. Page of Swords reversed. 8 of Swords reversed. The Hierophant. So you're going to figure this out, is what's coming in. You're going to figure out what I'm talking about. You might not like hearing this today, but in 6 months, you're going to be like, yeah, I get it. I know what she was talking about. You're going to understand it. In 2 weeks, maybe. I don't know. Maybe today. I have no idea. But it's going to be like, yeah, those people, that person, they weren't meant for me. They just weren't in my league or on my frequency. It's not a league. It's not better or worse. It's a frequency. It's like think of it as a radio station, and you're choosing which radio station you like or where you belong, you know? And everybody who chooses the same radio station, they belong together. But then there's other people who choose other frequencies, right? Like, I never touched the country station. I always touched like 102.1 or, you know, like 88.9. I always touched a certain frequency. And that's what this is like, you're finding your frequency. You know what's not for you at this point. Who's not for you? You know. And it's okay. It's not a preference. It's not a cut. It's not a slight on others. I know you want everybody to come. And that's a really wonderful thing. Inclusion is wonderful. I love inclusion. I love acceptance. I love making people feel like they're a winner. But I think you're also very much like assessing things before you get there. You're kind of like, you'll wait, you'll block out certain things before you let it enter your spirit because you just learned a really hard lesson. This is a very advanced like spiritual lesson that you learned. And I feel like you're gonna like be like, don't talk to me until I'm ready, or don't take a step closer. There's a song by Fish called Before You Take Another Step, Don't Blame It on Yourself. It's a good song. It's a fun song. Don't blame it on yourself. It's a Fish song. I love that song. And it has a beautiful bridge in the song. So, yeah, that's a really good song. A lot of people are like, this doesn't sound like Fish. I'm like, yeah, that's it. It's off the album Hoist. That song might have some really amazing lyrics for you to just chill and be in this Two of Wands energy of waiting. You know, you're like, I'm not sure quite where I'm going with this lesson. I'll wait. I hate waiting. You might, I don't know, maybe you're not, because I feel like this is a lesson in patience for you, which is weird because Taurus is one of the most patient signs. But the should energy is like leaving you. And when you don't have that direct dogmatic should inside of you, you feel empty or lonely. And so this is new brave territory for you to be like, I'm gonna wait here. I don't know what's right and wrong anymore, but I'm gonna wait right here. I learned this lesson, and now what is coming? Okay, so that's what's coming. Is it an admitting to not knowing everything? Is it admitting to you're not God itself. You are a divine entity, and you're part of God, but you're not the ruler of things, and you don't get to decide. That's not your job. And they're letting that go for you, but you're going to wait till you're ready to like, okay, I'm going to wait here, and I'm going to take what I have, but I'm going to put it out there and wait for the right thing to come to me. What is the right thing to come to you is definitely you. There you are, the Hierophant. Your higher calling is coming to you. It's when you let go of your fear. It's when you let go of maybe like some online saturation or over. I don't even think you're going to be applying for a job. I think the job is going to come to you and tell you this is what you should be doing, Taurus. You're going to wait in this energy of, I learned my lesson. Not everything is perfect. No, these people are not for me. I'm not going to force the issue. This person isn't for me. These people aren't for me. I'm not going to force the issue. I'm just going to wait here. I don't know anything. I don't even know what direction up and left is. Like, it's just, maybe you just up and left somebody, but this is new. I don't fear. This is the unknown. And you not knowing or being able to access it. You're trying to access this energy so hard right now. And it's like you being okay with not knowing. That's what this is. And then there comes your Hierophant. Okay? Your true calling coming, marriage, teaching. Okay? So the group, the largest group possible. The most expansive group that you can join so that you can rebuild some utopic qualities of it, but without this heavy, heavy expectation that they pay you back or that your generosity needs to be repaid. Because if you don't have the generosity to give, then you shouldn't be giving it. Should, right? Okay, that's what I got for you, Taurus. That was a tough one, but I think that you'll get it. I think that you're going to pass with flying colors because it's coming right back into your energy, which I love. All right, Gemini. Let's do yours at 105:17. Gemini. Nobody in the chat. Boom. One person. Gemini. This is your solar eclipse energy. Solar eclipse and Virgo energy. What's leaving and what's coming in for Gemini? What's leaving and what's coming in for Gemini? Solar eclipse energy for Gemini. Saint Michael, please protect Gemini. Virgin Mother, please intercede on Gemini's behalf. Knight of Wands reversed. Good. Ten of Swords reversed. Queen of Wands. Okay. Four of Cups reversed. Three of Wands reversed. Eight of Swords reversed. And Six of Swords. Okay. Good. So this is interesting. You being some kind of middleman is leaving. So Gemini, you might be making negotiations between others or yourself, or speaking up on behalf of other people that don't belong, or whatever it is. You're trying to negotiate something here, and you making those negotiations, thinking like, let's let bygones be bygones, or let's let beg to differ, you know, and just I'm getting. Here's the point. The lesson is that song by Fiona Apple. I would beg to disagree, but begging disagrees with me. And then she sings, kick me under the table all you want. I won't shut up. I won't shut up. I feel like this is a silencing that you're trying to attain amongst people that make you uncomfortable. And this isn't a cut on you, Gemini. This is like you trying to keep the peace and communicate it out. Hey, we can talk about this. No, we fucking can't. Okay? Like this one's not gonna be solvable. You can't save this. You're not able to save others. That's what this is. You are not a superhero. I love your, again, it's like kind of like Taurus, but I love your idea and your wish, but it's wishful. It's not real. And it's like you being like arrogant, almost like, I can make it happen. I got this. Nah, you just let old Gemini come on in and I'll make the peace. I got it. You know, it's like, no, Gemini, this isn't even your business. Like sticking your nose where it don't belong, or I don't know what this is. But it's some kind of weird negotiating middleman thing, or it's an odd confidence that there's a weird bitterness to this, that you feel like you have control and you're letting that go now. That control issue will be let go of. That's what this is. Okay. Here's another thing that's letting go. You staying at home. I think I know who that's for. But you staying at home because you're impatient. I would suggest like to start moving this energy. Maybe instead of supporting Amazon, like go to the physical places to get things, or try as best you can to get whatever you need without using that resource, because that'll show an energetic shift. Not waiting for things, so like patience, being, I'll stay at home and I'll just order it, or this is ordering a lot of takeout or a lot of like food to come to you, or this is like maybe you need socializing. Maybe you need to socialize in person. And this is like, I cook at home, so I don't eat out, or I don't know what this is, but it's like an opposite of what you're doing now energy that is leaving. Wait, what? There's too many double negatives, guys. Please clarify that. So what you're doing right now is taking your time at home. Okay. And then when you leave your home, you're very impatient for things to work right. This could be a call, like if you're having technical difficulties, like you could be calling tech support, and you're very impatient for that. Or this could be like, I ordered my food 3 minutes ago. Where is it? You know, it's like a fast food expectation when you leave the house. But at home, you're fine. But when you leave the house, you lose all patience. So that's leaving. Okay, got it. So it's like, I don't like to leave my house because when I look at the world or when I'm out experiencing the world, it makes me really like, my blood pressure goes up. Okay, I get it. So that's leaving. Okay. Now, what also is leaving is the escapism. So there's this like, forget it. Forget about it. I don't need to worry about it. It's not my thing. It's not. Maybe there's some things that are yours that you're escaping from, or there's something in the room here. There's an elephant in the room that you should be addressing maybe. And I hate that should, but that's leaving. So this is like a ballooning energy. It's going to pop. Okay. Pyrite might be something to keep around you. Sandstone. I forget. I have a sandstone with me. It might be in my other bag. Yeah, sandstone is a man-made stone, so it's a cool It's a cool looking stone, but it's plentiful. Made by pressure. So, you know, they say diamonds are made by pressure, but sandstone is also made by pressure. So maybe you're making a bunch of sandstone and you think you're a diamond or something. I mean, like it's like a lesson in like, here's what you're actually doing if you're not patient. It's not, diamonds take a long time to form. Sandstone is quick. So if you're put under pressure and you keep putting out fires, that's what this is too, is put the need to put out fires constantly is leaving. Okay. I don't know why they have me in so many words telling you about what's leaving, but man, is it frustrating. If this is how your brain works or something, I'm just getting a lot of images and stories, and I'm like, you just have a lot to talk about here. So maybe letting that out somewhere, or just writing down whatever nonsense you want to write, like just purge your mind onto paper, or talk to a therapist ad nauseum. You know, like there's going to be a lot of anxiety coming out of you, because this false sense of confidence, it's not real confidence, is causing you to store up this impatience, and then you escape from it. So the cycle of you doing this time and again, that's what's leaving. So good, see you later. This is tough energy to deal with. It's like very complicated. Anyways, all right, let's see what's coming in. Yeah, it's okay. A new beginning. Yeah, total new beginning here. Reset button. They're kind of, who else got this? Another sign got like an Etch-a-Sketch reset. They were just like, it was like flipping the time, the sands of time. Like it was like, okay, we're starting over. Time starts now. Okay? And the sand is gonna slip through very slowly, and you might be trying to force it to go faster, but it's not gonna go faster. Okay? Here's the thing. What's coming in is unfinished business. Things that were left behind from work. They might feel bad about not paying you enough. And that might be a thing. So you might hear from a former employer, or things coming back from the past if you're divorced, they actually honestly feel guilt because you've exposed how unfair this was. This is karmic. You've exposed how unfair something was. And you surviving that had you in this like false pretense, which is fine because you needed that to get through this, whatever's coming here. You're going to be exposing what happened to you through your actions. And you're really going to want to talk a lot about it. You're really going to want to use it by talking a lot because that's your MO, right? You're the communicator. But it's just like, and this was unfair, and this was unfair, and this was unfair. My suggestion for you, Gemini, in this energy of what's coming in is less about you, yourself, and what was unfair, and more about what's unfair for other people and sticking up for them. Because you have this energy to do it. What is this? A negotiation with God? Is this a deal you're making with Spirit here? It's like the sooner you start over and the less you complain about how awful this was, the better this new start. Because I'm getting the Ace of Pentacles. First of all, new job, new money, big money coming up. Okay, this is just the beginning. Whatever you're doing, if you're making a lot of money now, this is just the beginning. Okay, so whatever you're doing, the planets are going to align. They said watch the parade of planets. So watch, well, I have a parade of planets from back when, but that should be the title of it, Parade of Planets. I know I did only one of those, but like there was another one recently, and then there will be more parades of planets in the next year. But during this time cycle, this is going to be until July of 2026 for this energy to kind of to sit in place. I will tell you, the less you complain about what happened here, because there's a lot to complain about, I promise. A lot of unfair shit. The more action-oriented you are, the more restless your character is about exposing the atrocities and the inconveniences and the terrible things that people are doing to each other. The more action you show instead of your words, the better the opportunity is going to become. And they're going to hold back these two other aces until you get over this hump. This is going to take a minute. They said 6 months, 3 to 6 months. But the opportunity coming in is huge. And they're going to bring you even more. 3 aces in a row is amazing. We got 2 of them in reverse, meaning, reversals can mean one of 4 things, but the one of the 4 things is delay. So I think they're going to delay the truth from being shown to you until you get this message completed. And then you're going to feel like, I want to do this. So when you see the truth of this whole conundrum, this whole situation, when you see the truth of it, because you'll get an opportunity. You'll definitely get the opportunity that you're seeking. When you are in the opportunity and you are doing your hard work without complaint, you will be shown the truth. And when you see that truth, it will set you free, and you will feel that passion, that energy, that new start, that hope, that fire again. You are going to come back to you, Gemini. Your internal seeking of who you are and what you want to be in this life is coming back to you. Look out, world. Here comes Gemini. Love it. 111 is a good energy for you. All right, Cancer. What do we got here? 119.15 for Cancer. That was a long reading. My goodness. Sorry about that. That was hard to explain. Okay. Cancer. Cancer, Panther. Cancer, this is for your Virgo solar eclipse energy. And we're going to talk about what it's removing and what it's bringing in. More about what it's bringing in for you, okay? Okay. Please clear messages so I can meet my friend. I'm supposed to be somewhere right now. Cancer. Saint Michael, please protect Cancer. Virgin Mother, please intercede on Cancer's behalf. Love, blessing, and abundance abounds. All right, what's leaving? Knight of Swords, Seven of Cups reversed, Page of Pentacles, Hangman, Two of Wands reversed, Two of Swords, Four of Swords. Well, I'm getting a sense of passivity leaving. These are empty words and very little to offer. So somebody who's talking a lot of good intention, maybe. It's preaching, very preachy energy. A cornering energy, even, like if you've been cornered or you're cornering people with your should or your preachiness. With very little to offer. That's what's leaving. I also see feeling stuck, stuck in place or in one place. That's leaving. Good. Having to make decisions out of, like, basically, like, I don't even know. It's like a lost energy. I don't even know what to do. Maybe you're making decisions out of poverty or lost energy, and that's gonna all be going. I don't want any of that for you, Cancer. Okay? There's a child here that you might be a parent, and your child might be displaying this energy of what I said before. Don't belittle that child, you know what I mean? Like that'll make them sheepish and small and not be able to offer. Don't give them no hope. They might struggle. They might want to be somebody or something, and don't crush their dreams, kind of thing. Be an example, they said. Okay, I get it. So maybe, I don't know if you're in a tough situation, or they really want you, they put you in that spot, they hung you up on that tree, the hangman. They kind of made you sit there. It was not forced. You did also want to be there. The hangman is voluntary, but they wanted you to see yourself. They wanted you to kind of like observe yourself here and really reacquaint yourself with what you're doing, your actions. Okay. You're coming from a very rested place. So wherever you're coming from, I think wait time is over and sitting out time is over. And I think that, like, if you're watching a lot of TV or you're meditating a lot or you're praying a lot, I think that time has now come to an action point. Let's see what's going on here. Yeah, Strength card, of course. Four of Cups reversed, of course. Three of Wands reversed. That's weird. That's Gemini's energy that I just got, but on the top line. So it's like the cycle is moving through the sky here towards your energy now. Whatever that energy is that I'm talking about, it's like an impatience with when you leave your house, you're angry about the way things are. You're like, I like to go home because I like to stay at home because things are so chaotic and rough out and about, you know, like in the world and all that. So you're actually bringing in the strength to deal with the world is what this is. You're going to be able to enter and face the world more. And you're going to be able to balance your life and your work. If you're going into, maybe you're being called into work now and you were working home, or maybe you are more social now and you have to also clean up more, or like you're balancing out your life balance, like what you need to be doing and when and all that. So that's balancing out for you. That's coming in. Yeah, you're going to also be more business oriented. You're going to get shit done. You're going to take care of your taxes. You're going to take care of your, like, you're actually going to get some shit done. Okay, you're going to use a little elbow grease here. You're going to get your paperwork aligned. Maybe you're going to do up some spreadsheets or write it down or make a contract. Okay, you're going to make sure that things get done. Okay, because you need it. You need to make sure that everything is in order. Okay, you might be the person behind the business deal as well, like speaking the encouragement to get the deal done. And you won't accept small change or shitty answers. You're going to be like, no, not good enough. And that's going to be your energy because you've been strong through so much that now you're like, I don't have patience for this outside world, but I'm going to deal with it. And I'm going to, you know, balance myself. I'm not going to just hermit crab. I'm going to go back out into the world. I'm going to face the world. I'm going to deal with the world. I'm going to make the change. Yeah, you're going to have much happier children. You know, if you have children, your children are going to worry about you. You might be seeing a doctor, Cancer. But it's going to bring a lot of peace and harmony and joy. I don't know about if some of you are perimenopausal or menopausal, but there's sweating. I feel sweat, maybe some fevers, a chill. Okay, nightmarish. But I do show people worried about you. And I think that you're kind of blocking that out and saying, you don't have anything to worry about. I got this. You're very tough right now. You're going to be showing up really strong. Okay? And it's okay to play a little bit and make some jokes. And you're going to allow other people to be themselves. And if worry or concern is coming from others, let them worry or concern over you. That's not yours. You don't have to. This is your life. You can, you know what I mean? That's kind of what it is. It's like you're kind of is what it ising it to other people, but also there's a sense of hope here coming in for you because you've sat and contemplated life very much so in the past 4 years that you're now ready to be like, okay, I'm going to face this destructive world. I'm going to face these challenges. I'm going to get out there and I'm going to do the thing and I'm going to be the person that gets it done. Which is very like, because crabs can be really strong, right? They got that claw energy. This is like you like taking control of your life. And it might worry people that you love, but you're going to be like, don't worry, I got this. Like, stop worrying about me. I got this. It's a very strong energy. I have faith that you're going to get it done. I definitely look at these cards as like more like 5 out of 7 here. Okay? More cards about getting shit done and moving through it and being strong and getting it done. And then there's some playtime and there's some relaxation and there's some kindness here. But then there's also this anxiety and worry and it's very small energy. You don't have time to deal with it is what it is because you did have time to deal with that anxiety, but now you're taking care of the anxiety by showing actions. And you might best transmute your anxieties if this is your anxiety or your worry through humor. So humor might be a thing for you. I don't know if you want to become a stand-up or you should be involved in comedy or something, but laughter yoga, I don't know. But yeah, I do show very strong reading here, Cancer. I'm really proud of you. You're going to show up in your own energy, and then you're going to utilize energies of other signs, air sign quality here. Okay? That's what I got for you, Cancer. Very good. Let's do you, Leo. Lioness here. I'm a Leo. That's okay. 129. This is for Leo. Eclipse energy, Virgo. Partial solar eclipse in Virgo energy for Leo. What's leaving? What's coming in? for Leo. Eclipse energy for Leo. What's leaving? What's coming in for Leo? I just don't want this to be the same reading as Cancer's. So I'm shuffling it like extra maybe. Watch it be the same. Anyways. All right, this is for Leo. The eclipse energy for Leo. Eclipse energy for Leo. Saint Michael, please protect Leo, Virgin Mother. Please intercede on Leo's behalf. Love, blessing, and abundance. Love, blessings, and abundance abounds. What's leaving, Leo? Death card. Wheel of Fortune reversed. Ace of Swords reversed. Three of Pentacles reversed. Knight of Wands reversed. Two of Cups reversed. And the Ace of Pentacles. Wow. What's leaving for you, Leo, is a sense of endings all the time. Everybody leaving, everybody dying, everybody needing to change. There's definitely a lack of harmony here that's leaving. And it's like you didn't even know maybe like that you had this or why this was happening. But the fortune, like you've had a run of a string of bad luck maybe, or some definite like kabooms in your energy that have really set you back. And I show that you might not even understand why those things happen. You might not even be questioning why at God, because that's never a good. I'm a Leo. I try not to do that because it makes it worse. But then you get really like puzzled by the lack of cooperation and the lack of community and the lack of, it's like people that are like, I can't. And you're like, ugh, this is not a fair commitment. This is not a fair relationship. I don't feel honored. And then you offering again, and it's just like, this cycle that you've repeated on repeat for a while, it's kind of run dry. The well is dry here. Like there's no more, because the cooperation and the unreciprocated energy and the emotional imbalance here and the running out of time and just not good energy, all leaving. Okay, this is like so many things. Losing your job, trying to develop a community, and then people just not being up for it or into it. People not being able to commit to anything. People not being, like if you're working on projects, people not showing up, or just flakiness, and in love, just unreciprocated, don't even care about you energy. That's leaving, Leo. And then you offering to this terrible cycle is like, that's leaving. You offering to this like stuck, terrible cycle. Goodbye. Great. Love that for you. Love that for me. Here we go, Leo. Page of Wands reverse. Queen of Swords reversed. Four of Wands. Interesting. Page of Worlds reversed. Hierophant. Wow. Seven of Swords. Nine of Wands reversed. This is weird. You're going to be working smarter, not harder, Leo. What's coming in? You're going to feel like you're pulling one over on people, or that you're like tricking them or something. But it's a strange energy because it's manifested, and you're going to be pulling energy that you don't understand, but you're working with, and you're going to just do it. There's going to be a lot of people here that are really immature. There's going to be a lot of people here that are angry at you or jealous of you, and uninformed. Like, I show that you're still doing your thing here. The Four of Wands is here. The Hierophant is here. There's nothing to fear. You're going to bring it together. You're going to gather the people. You're going to have a happy place. Like, it's a happy environment that you're part of. You might be an event planner. You might go on vacations that are really exciting. Maybe you're a travel planner, or like you're involved in travel for your job. Sorry. I'm a little parched. So, yeah, what I'm seeing is despite irresponsibility, or despite immaturity, or despite gossip, or despite whatever negative things people say, uninformed things people say, you're going to bring them together. It's so weird. And like, there's going to be often like, I can't energy again. I don't have much to offer. This is more of a humble energy. Like, this might be amongst people who don't have a lot of money, maybe. Like sliding scale efforts or charitable work might be your thing. You might come work for a nonprofit or something you can believe in, a church or something like that. But your higher calling is here, and it's coming in real strong. I mean, another sign got the Hierophant as well. I'm getting New York, DC, LA, Milan, Canada. I'm getting Great Pyrenees, like the dog. Not sure why. You might be buying a house, or living in a place where people aren't grateful for the things that they have, or the food on the table, or the things that they already have. You might be living in that energy of, it's like weird. It's like you're showing, it's like showing forth. It's like you're it's oddly proving people wrong while sharing gratitude for even them, you know, like even the ones that are such a pain in my ass, I'm still grateful for them. And that's like how you're absorbing the energy and turning it into something else and transmuting it, and that's your calling, and that's what's being given to you. And what's so weird about it is that like you're not working very hard. You don't have to do a lot. It's like you've outsmarted something, or you've cracked the code, or you've you know, you broke the system. They said, make the rules, then break them all, 'cause you are the best. This is like unfettered confidence, but in a way that's like quiet and bold and not flashy. And people are going to want to see it. They're going to want to follow you. They're going to want to, like, the way you're, the energy you're giving off is very strong. Very strong energy. I'm getting that weird Billy Joel song. In the middle of the night, I go walking in my sleep to the valley of faith, to the river so deep. It's like a search, but you're not searching. You know where you are. You know what your home is. And you got a bigger calling here. There's some people you got to take care of that you don't want to. But you're doing it. You're doing it anyways. You feel called to take care of people better, take care of yourself better. And then there's this like odd way of pulling in magic quite often to help other people continue to work on themselves. Be careful with your words, like sharp sharp wit or shitty banter. Like, be careful with your words in the next few months. But I show that there might be also like a sleep issue or a sleep disorder. Like of exhaustion or being tired all the time. Perhaps you're getting a disability claim from this or some kind of, you know, some of you might have back issues. Get them early, you know, if you can. Get at it early. Start that therapy right away. As soon as you show back issues, take care of it. Don't let it manifest and fester. Okay? Be a manifester, not a festerer. Okay, Leo. This is tough. What's coming in is not easy, but you're making it look easy, and you got people fooled about how difficult this actually is. But you're gonna make them like, you're gonna make them believe in themselves. You're gonna be like, no, you can do it. I did it. You can do it. Let's go. Like, you're gonna bring people together, and you're gonna provide a home space for people that honestly they don't, you know, they're immature. They don't deserve it, and they're not really even willing to pay you much. But somehow you're gonna make it all happen. You might even be pulling in a marriage, a new home, like new stability for yourself. This is commitment, though. You've aspired to become this person, and you know where you're going. This is like the energy of this eclipse is like, don't half-ass it. Okay, Leo said, here it is. I'm gonna put it out there. What a fucking wild ride. I don't know what I don't know what I'm gonna do. All these people are against me, but I'm gonna do it anyways. And here it is. Boy, oh boy, like at this moment, this is exactly how I'm feeling. But I have faith. I don't know. It's faith the size of a mustard seed, I suppose, because I'm about to, I feel like, Leo, you're about to move some mountains. I don't know how it's going to work, but it's going to. You're going to get it done. You're smarter than your average Leo. Smarter than the bear. You're a lion, okay? Go Packers. Anyways, that's what I got for y'all. That's what I got for y'all. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for the subscribes. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. I have to get going now. I have some people to see and stuff to do, I guess. I hope you enjoyed these readings today. They're pretty spiritual. If you'd like a private reading, tarotdamore.com. 111 at the top of my screen. So goodbye to whoever's watching. I hope you have a really good evening, and take care of yourselves in the meantime. Ciao, babies.